Hi, I'm George. I'm going to be giving you a basic quick unboxing video of the new Samsung ATIV, I think is how you're going to say that, or ATIV Smart PC. This is basically a Windows 8 Surface Pro tablet, so it would have the full version of Windows 8 on it as opposed to the RT. I was able to pick this up in Albuquerque, New Mexico at an Office Depot. They had two. As far as I know, it was the only two in the state. I actually ordered it through Amazon, and Amazon dropped the ball. Was not able to get it, even though they said it would ship on the 26th. So basically what we have here is a pretty nice Samsung box. It's fairly heavy. That's my first indication that there's either a very quality product in here or a very heavy product. This is a tablet. It does come in a model that is bundled with the keyboard docking station, which is kind of like the Surface cover in a way, but the full keyboard with the actual buttons as opposed to the touch buttons. This unit just has the tablet. So we're going to go ahead and open this box and see what it looks like. And we've got a nice, some protection, foam protection here. We have the actual unit just on top. It's got your typical plastic covers, removable plastic covers, front and rear. Underneath our tablet carrier here, we're going to have accessories. And it looks like we've got a user's manual showing the exact model is a 500T1C. We also have a charging brick. Looks like almost like a PC charging brick, like a laptop charging brick rather. Your wall charging, or the mains cable, and some replacement nibs. And that's pretty much it. Now, moving on to the unit itself, it's a pretty good weight. As you can see though, it's a pretty good size as well. It's 11.6 inches, the screen. On the top, we have our headphone, microphone, built-in microphone, power button, screen lock. This is actually a nice surprise. This was a full-size, I hate these things, a full-size USB port. Unfortunately, there's only one actually on the tab. I don't have the docking station. I'm hoping there's one on the docking station as well. Next to that, it looks like we have a second microphone, which is kind of cool. So I guess it's got some sort of stereo recording maybe. Micro SD card. This shouldn't be used. It's a SIM slot, I'm pretty sure. On the left side, we have our volume rocker and a mini HDMI to connect to a screen, which is kind of nice. On the bottom, we have the docking connector, and this is a new thing for Samsung tablets. I don't know about their old slates with Windows 7, but we have a standard barrel connector. I don't know how standard it is. Why in the world they didn't give it micro USB charging, I have no idea. But as you can see, the charger is a little small barrel connector, which kind of stupid in a way. I don't know, everything charges by micro USB these days. On the left side, nothing with the exception of the stylus port, which is pretty nice actually. So it's pretty standard. It feels really nice. The build quality is exceptional. Samsung does that. I do think it feels more solid than the Galaxy Note 10.1, which is what I was looking at. I bought this primarily for stylus input. As far as the color is concerned, I was curious. It's a very light blue. As you can see, this is my Galaxy S3 from Sprint, which they're calling blue. Now, a lot of people mistaken this for a black gunmetal almost. This will probably get mistaken for straight silver. It's pretty light blue. So it's a nice It's definitely got a nice brushed look to it. I'm pretty certain that it's plastic. The bezel on this is not, it's not a contrasty color. It's pretty much the same color, and it could be metal. I don't know. Once again, the build quality feels very, very good. Now I'm going to compare this to actually my old, well, I'm not going to call it my old, this is my workhorse actually. This is a Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1. It's about a year old now. It's the LTE model, so I don't know how, if the GT models are a little thinner, but you can see here, it's a little bit thicker. I'm going to actually say it's probably 2 millimeters thicker, between 1 and 2, maybe 1.5. But you know, interestingly enough, it doesn't feel that much heavier in hand. It feels roughly, you know, moderately heavier than this old unit. Now, this thing's been dropped. Unfortunately, the screen has a little scratch on it, but it's in pretty good shape. So their build quality is exceptional. That's pretty much it as far as the unboxing is concerned. I'm going to do some side by side. Now this is actually, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down really quick, but I'll give you one quick sneak peek. We'll do, now this has got the new ICS, and this has Windows. I've actually already logged in. I've been using it for a little while, but I wanted to give you guys a general idea of what comes in the box. And we'll go ahead and we'll do a shootout on startup times here. This has got the, again, this is Android 4. I believe they're at 404 ICS on this. It's the Verizon ROM. And this is standard Windows 8, so not 8 RT. And this has got the Atom. I believe it's a dual core Atom by Intel. And this has got the NVIDIA dual core running at 1,000 megahertz. This is running at 1,700, I believe. So we're going to hit both at the same time here. Now, the tablet, you have to press the button quite a long time for the old Galaxy Tab here. So this is just we get our 4G LTE, which is actually pretty awesome. Okay, this boots up a lot quicker. And I did notice that actually initially. I'm sure this is about a year old. This just came out. I'm sure that it has something partially to do with the memory speeds have increased quite a bit. So this has got 64 gigabytes of memory with 2 gigs directly for the processor and the GPU. This has 16 gigabytes of built-in memory, and I believe it has 756 that is dedicated to the GPU and GPU. So scrolling wise, you can see the new ICS has a pretty nice feel to it. The Metro is actually not bad. There's a little bit of stutter there, I think, if you kind of pay attention, but it's not too bad. And I'll do a more in-depth comparison and a side-by-side using some similar applications soon. Okay? Thanks.